Well, we got our horse Lil Jo here, about the 5th time I've worked him, and we're just going slow, getting him ready, getting him prepared again for the saddle. You know, the first couple times that I worked this horse, like here on the ranch, we're probably riding about 6 young horses, 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and instead of starting with the saddle, we always start with a bareback pad here. Let them wear that, and they usually buck with that pad because horses buck when you squeeze them. You know, their instinct is to get rid of it. So he's done that a few times, and I think he's good. I think we're ready just to go to the saddle. But man, that's a dang good piece for equipment for colt starting right there. So I'm gonna go to my over here and get my saddle pad. And remember, anything I use on this horse, I want to introduce it to him first. I think if I was smart, I'd go over here and get my saddle. I'll get my saddle, bring it on over here. Now, a lot of people want to ask me, did you ride him the first time? Yeah, I did. This horse, I actually got on him the first day I started him, which had been 4 days ago. And again, I took my time. I was careful, and I listened to my horse, and I tried to do a really great job of preparing him for that first ride. Just because I rode him the first ride doesn't mean the next one I might not feel like he's ready on the first time. So it just depends on the horse, the situation, and the circumstance. So I show him that pad. I don't hide it from him. I just put it off and on. If he couldn't tolerate that, I'd work with him in a way that got him to where he could tolerate it. But I spend a lot of time just putting these saddles on these horses just like that. Put it on up there. So like I say, this is the 5th ride. I probably picked this horse up 6 days ago. That was the first time I ever saw him. And here we go. And it took me a little while to trailer load this pony. And he wanted to really go against pressure. And all the time, one thing we're teaching these horses is give and yield the pressure. Give and yield the pressure. I don't care if it's with your hands or your bits or your legs or your reins or your spurs, lead rope on the ground, on the back. As he gives, I give. As he yields, I yield. And as he softens, I soften as well. So right there, I'm not necessarily trying to stop this horse right there. And he needs to walk a little bit. Sometimes they can get impatient. So I'm gonna go to my saddle now. Whoa, whoa. A lot of y'all seen me do this a lot of times. See how I hold my saddle? Just like so. Check it out. That way I'm gonna be able to swing this thing up. Here, whoa, whoa. I got another hand. See, he wants to crowd into me a little bit. Whoa. Whoa, you're okay. You're gonna be okay. I just set it right up on his back. Again, this will probably be the 5th day now. Right here. Beautiful. I want to make that saddle sure is really good. Sitting just right. And this is when it pays to have been working. Like when this horse walks, as long as I might move that saddle. I can feel that a little bit. Here, I just got off a different horse with this saddle, so I'm gonna have to take this up. Always make sure your equipment fits your horse. Really, really important. Same with my back cinch. Good. Nice. Real good. I'll go to that other side now. See, I can see if I could just softly, he wants to bite me a little bit, and that's just typical young horse. I'm in kind of a ticklish situation here, so I'm not gonna make a big correction on that here. I don't want that saddle hitting the ground. Watch how I lean forward to get that cinch. Ooh. I'm gonna take my tie strap down now. I'm not in a hurry, but I don't want to be too slow either, because he can then get impatient and restless, and he's going to want to lead. I'm gonna take this thing around a time or two and just lift on it, release. Pressure, release. Prepare, release. Then I'm gonna take it around. Start getting ready. Don't just snatch it up real fast and wonder why he starts bucking. Be careful here. They can go right past you and kick you in the belly now. Go to my back cinch. Hadn't even tightened up my front cinch just a little bit. I don't want this back cinch tight. I just want it there. Watch him put some pressure here to help him stay put. Wait, I'm not in a hurry. And that doesn't have to be tight, it needs to be snug. For it'll stay put. See, he's not used to that pressure. He might need to buck. I got it on him, so I'm not worried. Let him move his feet. He felt like he needed to move his feet right there. That was important to that horse. Let him go. I'm not going to fight with this horse. I'm not going to make him do anything. I'm going to let him use his self-preservation. In other words, let him go to realize he doesn't need to go. And again, if he was maybe bucking violently, I might try to bend him to a stop. I'm going to bend him to a stop in a minute anyway. Seeing he's thinking about stopping right there. You fight with him, you're going to get a fight. Stay away from that. I'm just going to come in easy and finish up. Real good. Good, that was good. Snug it up, tie it off. Quick, but not in a hurry. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just get that on. I'm going to peel this halter off. But I want to be careful. A lot of times you have been having them come to you, and sometimes they might start bucking, want to go right over you. So I want to be careful here. Careful. Good. I'm going to get my flag over here where I can protect myself a little bit. Good. Let him wear that saddle. You can see that hump in his back. You can see that kink in his tail. Look at that daylight up underneath that saddle pad. And he just needs to work that out. But if you try to keep him, I see a lot of people that'll say, I never let him buck. But sometimes they have to buck to realize they don't need to buck. Guys, sometimes they have to get scared to realize they don't need to be scared. I don't try to take that away. I'd like to just soon get that out of the way. See him get a little nervous, a little scared. I'm not just wild in here. Watch me. Now give him a little cue, and let's just step right into his eye. Let him find a stopping spot. I don't want him just go and go and go and go until he finally gets tired. He could get hot, then he gets mad. So just enough to kind of wear that saddle. And let him figure out that what? I'm not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt him, see? Working with the horse, not against the horse. Take your time. What are we doing now? What did I tell you about how important these little stops and these little recesses are? Man, that's a big deal, that horse. That's where he's going to think. Where he's going to gentle up. Where he's going to figure out everything's A-okay. There, he wants to come to me now. I like it, but yet I'm on my toes. Relax but alert. You know, paying attention. Pet my horse. I'm going to step back into position to send him the other way. Send him the other way. I'll see how little it takes. Step over in this eye. Good. And just watch my angles. Watch my drive lines. See, he's in a bit of a hurry. This horse has a little bit of go right here. Now he's correct on his feet. Watch him. We're looking for him to start wiggling his ears. Get that level top line right there. Well, let's see if he can find a stopping spot. Now, well, listen, I'm going to talk to him. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. See if we can get him to use that right eye a little bit. Whoa. There he rounds out to his right. We set that up, trying to make the thing that we want him to do be the easiest thing that he can do. All right, more on the next session.